Good morning, everyone. It is 3:45 a.m. We're going to start cleaning. We're going to briefly go through everything we're going to do this morning between now and 5 a.m. to get my cleaning done early. The heat is coming back. It has cooled down enough. I was having trouble sleeping, so I got up and decided to get my work done early this morning and make a video of it, because the overnight video I did, the 2 a.m. cleaning, was a success and has been making some money. So thank you for that. I really appreciate each and every one of you. Gonna head on into the kitchen and get the light on. It's gonna be quiet because people are sweeping. Move the crock pot out of the way. And is my selfie stick. We're gonna get some coffee brewing. I'm gonna grab the carafe and fill it up to 10. I don't let my water sit overnight. I have coffee beans already in there so it can brew. The water just tastes old if I leave it in there overnight, and I'd rather pour it fresh first thing in the morning. But I do set up the filter and the coffee grounds when I remember to do it. Sometimes I forget. We're going to focus on the clean dishes and get them put away. My husband washed a lot of dishes the second half of the day. I did a lot the first half of the day. I like to take things out and organize them in piles first, in case anything is stacked funny and nothing will come crashing down. I put a drinking glass away first because I didn't want it to fall and break, and I wanted to get the stock pot put away because we probably won't be using it again until the weekend. We use the stock pot a few times a week, usually on Italian night or when we're making homemade mashed potatoes for dinner. I'll be changing camera angles throughout this video, so you can see what I'm doing to the best of my ability with a small apartment and a family of 4. Sometimes it's hard to get a perfect angle on what I am doing. Focusing on the big cabinet, this is where I keep plates and bowls. I use shelf risers and bins for extra storage to maximize the space, and these large cramped cabinets, you think they'd have a lot of room, but they're very awkward and don't hold a lot of stuff. So I scramble for storage in my kitchen like many of us do, and like to utilize a Dollar Tree to think outside of the box when I'm trying to put away items of multiple things that we need within the kitchen. Over to the cabinet above the sink, I got those mug hooks from Walmart.com to take them out of the cabinet, because I used to just have nothing but mugs and colanders up there. I keep a few on hand because I use them throughout my cooking videos and for my family, and a large popcorn bowls are up there, and on the opposite side are all our drinking glasses with a mug shelf. Back to the dish rack, I'm going to take these lids and put them in the empty crock pot for the time being. I'm going to collect all of the utensils out of the dish drain, and then we're going to put them away on the opposite side of the kitchen, and we'll change the camera angle once again. I usually grab the entire stack and then put them away, do the large utensils first, then silverware. Now we're on to the other side of the kitchen, and I declutter whenever I put large utensils away. My husband shoves them anywhere in the drawer, and I like to be able to see things when I open up my drawer so I can find them, especially when I'm doing a cooking video. I don't want to have to take more than about 2 seconds to look into the drawer to find something. I have the utensils for eating up in the top drawer. That tray I got at the garage sale last September was a huge help and has kept this drawer nice and tidy, and that spoon belongs on the opposite counter. Let's take a look at the time. It is 4:16 a.m. already. We've been working for about a half an hour, getting a lot done. The kitchen's almost done. We gotta wipe down the garbage can still and take care of the floors, dishes, and the countertop. On to the countertop, we're gonna wash up the 2 crock pots that are in the sink. I'm gonna use a foil piece to make sure there's no food stuck on it, and there's just a few dishes in here that I'll wash first very quickly, including my husband's drinking glass. Those glasses are very sturdy. I pick them up at the Dollar Tree. They're a very good value and one of the hidden gems available at that store. I have 2 crock pots. I use them throughout my cooking shows that I provide for you guys when I'm doing multiple cooking throughout the day. We have a main dinner that I cook that we'll eat that night, and then I use my crock pot to start a second dinner that I can freeze for a later date. Plus, I also help some neighbors within my community who need assistance with meals, who can't always cook for themselves. So I send over a lot of my leftovers and help them out. I'm going to scrub the sink well, especially the sides of it. Make sure there's no food stuck to the walls of the sink, as well as the basin and the drain. And I'll also scrub out the little food catchers that we picked up at the Dollar Tree. They were in a 2-pack, but I think they are down to a 1-pack now, and plus I haven't seen them in the store in a really long time. I hope they bring them back, because I'd like to get a spare set, because they work really well. Just keep them nice and clean. Over to the countertop, we're going to start putting away all the clutter here. I like to do the counters last when I'm cleaning the upper area of the kitchen, and then the floors are very last in case anything flies off the counter, so I'm not doing things multiple times throughout the video and keep myself in check. Sometimes my back will be turned to you, and I apologize for that. And grab some tea towels, because we'll be using those to wipe up all the soap and hot water so it doesn't sit on the counter. I use old-fashioned soapy hot water to take care of the countertops and deep clean them 2-3 times a week to keep the countertops clean and hygienic, because we use these 3 to 4, sometimes 6 times a day with snacks and meals. And I always clean up after each and every snack and each and every meal. Now we're going to focus on the other side. I'm going to take care of the microwave and clean it every single day, outside and in. There are no spills or splatters in this microwave. Whenever we move out, my landlord will be very happy that we took a lot of care with what was gifted to us and the apartment to keep him replacing things less in the future. We're going to stay here for another 5 to 7 years. So my youngest graduate from the same school district as their sibling, and then eventually we'll be getting a house in either Colony or Guilderland, which are areas of upstate New York. I'm in upstate New York, Rensselaer County. At the tail end, it's very country here, but very close to the city, where we can do shopping and shop at multiple stores to get our shopping done quicker. Now we're on to the countertop. I changed the angle so you can see what I'm doing. I'm going to wipe up the stove top and clean up the countertop. I can write down Coffee Mate on our shopping list for Walmart this weekend. We do our grocery shopping between Friday and Sunday to bring you guys our grocery hauls of what we buy for our family on a weekly basis of things that we run out of. We buy a lot at Walmart, and we buy a lot at ShopRite and BJ's. To save money, I'm going to use my towel here to wipe down the garbage can. My husband changed it last night. And then towel can go into the laundry, because we're doing laundry later this morning once he is awake. My kids will probably sleep until at least noon or 1 o'clock. And then my oldest goes to work about 2 o'clock, depending on the schedule. They work Monday through Friday. Sometimes they have a day off during the week and work a Saturday. And then they start school in the middle of August. On to the floors. I'm going to do a full sweep in here. Doing a different camera angle this time. I usually do the opposite way. You can see more of the floor here. The floors are probably 12 years old. I think he did replace the kitchen floors before we moved in, but didn't have time to finish the wood floors and do a polish on them. Those floors are probably original with the house. The house is 140 years old. We're on the top floor. The top floor is the best. Remember when Pretty Woman said that? Us Gen Xers know. Now we're going to grab the mop. I'm not going to use the bang in here. It just needs a light cleaning, and I don't want it soaking wet in case my husband gets up and goes to the bathroom, because it is very early. I don't want him to step in wet. Nobody likes doing that, especially my husband or a cat. We're going to get the floors done and go under the countertops and just slide back and forth, big wide areas. Scrub a little harder any stubborn parts of the floor. I love the Swiffer from the Dollar Tree, and I don't have any dirty mop heads to have to clean or gross buckets of water. I hate mopping, so the Swiffer is a girl's best friend. Now we're into the dining room, and we're going to fold a mountain of laundry. Today is laundry day, and we do 3 piles. My husband puts away his own clothes, and the towels are washed in a separate load, which were put away yesterday. And we have a new laundry day today, later this morning, as I mentioned. And we'll be doing that in between all the other things that we do throughout the day to make it go by faster. The 3 piles are mine and my 2 kids, and we're going to get them sorted and put away. The landlord will be working in here again on Tuesday in the kids' bedrooms, so the clothes cannot go into the room. So I'll put them off to the side, out of the way, and so they're not seen. Then I'll put my clothes over on the black table when my husband's awake, and I'll put them away in my dresser in the bedroom. I don't clean the back bedroom on camera. My husband works from home and works with sensitive information, and I cannot bring a camera in there during the day, and especially since he's sleeping, I don't want to wake him up and disturb him. Now that the clothes are put away, I'm going to grab a disinfectant wipe. This is 180 count that I picked up at the Dollar Tree. Very inexpensively. You get a ton of them for a fraction of the cost of the supermarket or your Walgreens or Walmart. Just wipe that down. I found that in the laundry. I'm not sure why it was in there. I'm going to get it thrown away after I wipe down the table. I just did the chairs the other day, so I don't need to do the rims. Always do the rims of your chairs at least once a week to keep them clean, because they get dirty and grimy just like everything else within your home. Now we're going to take care of the floors in here. We're going to sweep up around at the dinner area with the table directly in the middle there. Once my oldest goes to college, that front room next to the couch, it's going to be turned into a store area. I'm going to move the pantry shelves into that room. I'm going to keep the bed in there because they will be coming home on holidays and occasional weekend breaks, things like that. I'm looking forward to them starting a new chapter of their life, going to a wonderful university on scholarship from their grades that they so deserved and earned over the high school career. I'm going to finish sweeping, and then we're going to grab my Bang by LA Totally Awesome, also from the Dollar Tree. I'm going to spray down at the floor because I've noticed something sticky on it, probably from my tween. Must have dropped something and forgot to tell me. So I'm going to sweep up the back end of the table where I disappear for a moment, dump out the dustpan. By the way, the broom and dustpan are also from the Dollar Tree. We use that store throughout my entire home, and we save a ton of money with items from that store, from decor to food to cleaning needs. Check out the Dollar Tree. They have lots of things that are really worth the $1.25, and with new larger sizes. This is a 64-ounce bottle, and it really lasts a long time. I'm going to do a good mop in here, get that up, whatever was on the floor. As I mentioned, these are very old floors and he didn't have time to polish them up before we moved in. So I'm going to look into picking up some kind of floor polish from the Dollar Tree to see what I can do about these floors and give them a shine in the dining area as well as the TV room. The bedrooms also have the same hardwood floors. There's tile, I believe, in our back bedroom. I don't spend a lot of time in there, and I don't really look at the floors to actually know what's in that back bedroom. So the next time I go in there, which will be later this morning to put my clothes away, I'll take a peek and I'll let you know in the next video. So make sure you subscribe. I hope everybody is enjoying these longer cleaning videos. I know a lot of you really enjoy long videos, so I've been trying to keep them under 30 minutes for you. Now we're going to do the breezeway in front of the bathroom door here. Do a sweep. I sweep it every single day because dirt and dust come from the stairs. I do the stairs probably every 2 to 3 months, and I mop them as well every 2 to 3 months to keep them clean, to keep less dust and dirt from coming to the top. I'm going to grab the mop once I dump out the dustpan and do a light mop in the breezeway and spray it down with that Bang. I don't like to soak the floors so they dry faster and they're not sopping wet when my husband walks through in the morning. Kid is sleeping, so I'm being quiet in front of their bedroom door. When they go to work later today, I'll do a sweep and a mop and make their bed for them. So when they come home from a long day of work, they'll be able to just plop right down and enjoy the rest of their day. I'm not sure of their hours. The library has different hours on Thursdays and Fridays compared to Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, and then short hours on Saturday, closed Sunday. It is a nice little part-time job they've had for the past 3 years, and they're looking into applying at the library on campus at college, and our librarian said they would give them a letter of recommendation. I'm hoping the superintendent as well as the principal will also give my kid a recommendation. Switching things up, we're going to take care of the toilet. I'm going to put some Comet into the bowl first. I'm going to grab a new bottle of my cleaning powder from the Dollar Tree. They sell Comet and Ajax. I always buy the ones that are 50% or 33% more because you're getting more for your money and you're saving money by getting larger sizes at a fraction of the cost from regular retail. Dollar Tree may be a little more expensive than Walmart with that, but they don't have the 50% more available at Walmart like the Dollar Tree does, so I buy it there. The brush is only going to touch the bowl as well as that bottom part of the seat and then the bottom part of the lid. And then I'm going to take the Bang, which is a multi-purpose cleaner that I used on the floors, and spray down the toilet. The brush only touches the bowl and the bottom part of the seat as well as the bottom part of the lid, as I mentioned. I'm going to grab a cloth from my cloth bin. I have a pink one, and I'm going to spray the toilet down with the Bang. It is a multi-purpose cleaner. I do it all over the top of the lid, the back of the toilet, the handle. Make sure it's clean, and then the bottom of the toilet area. It used to be gross. My landlord said, he says I've been keeping it pretty pristine. I'm going to wet that pink cloth with hot water and wipe it all down so there's no chemical remnants on it. And then I'll flush the toilet. And it looks like the next video I'll have to replace the Scrubbing Buddies drop-ins that I put in the tank. They last 30 to 45 days. They work really well. I get the name brands at Dollar Tree, and I also get the generic ones. The 3-pack generic ones, stay away from. They don't work very well. Maybe one out of the pack will work, so I tend to buy the 2-packs at the Dollar Tree. Now we're on the sink, and I have the blue-white checked cloth for this sink. I'm going to scrub the sink and then the wall of the sink, and then clean all the way around it on that small counter area, and as well as the faucets. Scrub it all down so it's ready to go for the day. I do the sink every other day, a deep clean, and I wipe it down daily to keep it fresh. I do the mirrors as needed in the medicine cabinet. That doesn't need it very often, and I don't need to do a lot of sweeping and mopping in the bathroom because of the rugs and it's such a small floor space. It is not necessary to do it every single video, just occasionally when I do a real deep clean in here and a declutter within the bathroom. We did a declutter video about a month ago on the cube. It is in my Clean With Me players list. Please check out our Clean With Me players list for videos of decluttering, organizing, and cleaning routines. We also have a laundry routine video within that players list. Now we're going to put the rags into the basket and go to the next part of my home, which is the TV area. My kid surprised me. You didn't see her, but I did. She said that the light was bothering her, so I turned off the light in the TV room, and then she passed back out. So this is going to be a dark scene like in those TV shows when they film them at night. And I'm going to be blocking you for the moment. I'm going to work my way in, sweeping with wide angles, pushing all of the debris into a pile. I'm going to sweep all around. I'm being quiet so I don't wake up my kid again, and get all of that swept up. I'm going to sweep on the opposite side of my chest there that I used for a coffee table. That was my chest I used in college to store stuff in my dorm room, and get it all swept up. Before we grab the mop, I am going to take a sip of water. I keep water by the couch. I like to sleep on the couch because it gets warm in that back bedroom, and my husband's a loud sleeper. and I need my sleep, and I do get up early, and I don't like to bother him because he does work full-time from home. I'm going to fix the fan, put it up against the corner there, blocking all those wires, put the bin back. I put the bin back behind the fan because it tends to wobble all over the place and walk and falls on its own sometimes. Not a good thing when it wakes you up out of your sleep. I'm going to get the blanket folded up for the day and put it behind my television. I use behind furniture to store things so when you walk into a room it looks nice and fresh and clean. I'll grab my pillow and get that put away. And then we're going to wipe down at the coffee table with the disinfectant wipe. We dusted the last video so I don't have to dust again. And I'm going to grab the mop. I'm going to do a light mop into the TV room with the bang. I'm going to spray the floor first, and then we're going to go over the surface with the mop, and then put the rug back when I'm done. And we're almost done with all the cleaning this morning, and I can concentrate on what I need to do for the rest of the day. And I have to do a couple of cooking videos for the channel to bring to you guys. We did a Dollar Tree grocery challenge, $40, $20 per week, and I'll be making some of those meals for videos for you all. And I did a broccoli cheese soup that'll premiere tomorrow on Saturday at 7 p.m. I also did the cake mix cookies because we picked up cake mix. That will also be premiering Saturday at 2 p.m. for you all to enjoy. Now we're done mopping, and then I'm going to put the rug back and disappear just for a second because I wanted to do that in between part between the two rooms to make sure it was clean. Then we're going to go into the kitchen and see what time it is and take a look at everything that we've done since we started at 3:45 this morning. Early morning clean with me. If this one's a success, I'll do more like these, and if I can get up at 2 a.m., I'll continue to do more 2 a.m. cleanings. I'm really pleased with how successful that video's been with the money that it made. Thank you so much, everybody. I really appreciate each and every one of you from the bottom of my heart and my family's heart. Now we're going to go to the other part of the house, into the kitchen, and see how the coffee's doing after I wipe down the table. I'm just going to wipe it down on this side, then pick up my tray that we made with that nautical rope from the Dollar Tree and their paint. Get that wiped up for the day. Now we're going to head over to the opposite end of the house once again and see what time it is. Or a little later. It's 4:50. Wow, we did a lot in a little over an hour's time, and we got it done, and the house is cleaned up and ready for the morning, and I don't have to start cleaning at 7 a.m. like I normally do. Before I pour my cup of coffee, I'm going to just show you everything we did. I got my smiling mug this morning. I'm going to pour myself a cup of coffee. I have to make a mental note to write down creamer on my shopping list. I got him at a thrift store. He's one of my favorite mugs. I like my Girl Boss mug and don't stir the pot mug. My husband likes to stir the pot a lot. You know how men are. Got the creamer. I'm going to grab my sugar. Then we'll go over to the sink, and we're going to cut the coffee with a little bit of water so it's not horribly strong, but strong enough to wake me up and the neighbors. About a tablespoon of sugar is what I like. Nice and sweet, like me. Psych. Gonna grab a spoon, and I noticed I spilled a little bit of sugar on the countertop, so I'm gonna grab a sponge and get that cleaned up so it doesn't sit there all day drawing ants. Hot soapy water. I'm just gonna wipe it down. Move my mug out of the way, and then wipe underneath that pot holder. We like to keep the pot holder there to place the hot coffee pot to cool down. Now I'm going to cut my coffee with a little bit of water and stir it up and keep the spoon out for my husband. And we're done. When we get to 1,700, we're going to issue out two $10 Dollar Tree gift cards. If you are new, comment, introduce yourself, become a part of my community. We're looking for 15 people to give out another 5 items prize pack from the Dollar Tree. And Marcardo, we're still awaiting your response. You have one more day before a new name is chosen. If any prizes are lost or stolen within the mail, we're not responsible for them. If you've won in the past 60 days, you got to wait out 60 days. Those are the rules. You need to be a U.S. resident and subscribed. We are selling Let Us Eat t-shirts. They are selling fast. We're sold out of extra large. We have one large left, and we have some medium and smalls. If interested, go to my Facebook page, give it a like and a message, and let me know. If you'd rather email, you can email me at countryboots1268@yahoo.com. That's been confirmed that that link does work. Thank you everybody for watching. Have a great day.